start that. Alright, so last I remember we left off, what happened last session was you guys were just now coming off of like the big high of killing one of the one of the Rakshasas, and the whole town was up in a big party. However, it was a little bit of a more of a somber note as you kind of settled into the reality of what happened after the battle, meaning like you lost maybe not one but two friends in that battle. One being Jonesy, the other being a potential friend that seemingly stabbed you behind their back, metaphorically and physically.
I'll never forget.
Never forget.
That fucking bitch.
That bitch. Yes. So, upon like investigation of just in general, there was nothing to find on her. She kind of seemingly got away scot-free somehow, being her detective, or not detective, also rogue self. And then you took to the town to join in the festivities of the party. A big town block, classic pirate party kicked off. In that sense, you found kind of solace in a drink here or two to reflect and to kind of figure out what the next move is. Kovu mentioned you met with him, and he mentioned about knowing a wizard up in the tower that may or may not know how to, at least maybe not find, but like see if you can confirm if Jonesy was alive or dead. So this was after the visit to the church. The church, after trying to investigate if Ren's bite marks were turning her into a possible vampiric in nature being, which is still almost may or may not be confirmed that she may have some kind of vampiric disease. that upon arrival to the wizard's tower, and the wizard suspect this is what he came to his conclusion about being a very powerful wizard indeed, and this is what he kind of determined. The wizard Radamanthus, that's his name if you remember correctly, and then upon his using his ability to scry on said Jonesy, you managed to track him down. At least you don't know where he's at right now, but you do know that he is alive, but he is somewhere out there in at least the same plane. At least that's what you know. That's been confirmed. He wasn't transferred to a different plane. He wasn't like transferred to something else. He seems to be alive, maybe a little bit worse for wears, but breathing. And then the wizard Radamanthus decided to host you guys to a dinner for the previous things to kind of lighten things up. And as you are sitting now, I guess I'm gonna start there where you guys are sitting now around at the dinner table, eating some delicious food that seemingly appears out of nowhere. You don't know how he's doing that, but it's just, you kind of just chalk it up to some kind of wizard tomfoolery. And as he kind of just rambles on about, you get the feeling that he doesn't see a lot of people in his tower a lot. Not that he's antisocial, but it's just he doesn't get a lot of visitors. So he's talking up your ears. He's saying about his previous encounters, previous, quote unquote lovers here and there, and just general life experience that he's kind of ready to boast. He appears to be human. He's got just kind of a long beard and a very nice, I think I said blue cloaks. He has some kind of fancy blue cloaks, and a staff that he holds with him as well. And yeah, that's where you find you both Tattle and Ren and Kovu, who's there too. He's kind of shooting the shit too as well with Radamanthus, the wizard. They knew each other for a little bit, and they're catching up on things.
So we're sitting around the table and we're just eating.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a fancy long table. It's too you guys are just sitting kind of at one end, but it's long enough to find to feed a galley of people.
Perfect. I can roleplay eating all day long.
So,
So good. Brownie man food. How did you make your potatoes so thin? and
Oh, it is.
crispy?
Yes, that's the secret. It's a little bit of arcane touch to the growth of potatoes, and the goblins take care of it pretty well. I mean, not that it's any sweatshop. I mean, pay my goblins pretty good. They ask for gold, for trinkets, and sometimes they even ask for little rocks. I don't know. That's what they wanted. It's part of our contract. I was
Fair enough.
but yeah. Anyways, they take care of the food, and they take care of my farming, and it's, which is in a different part of the tower. But yeah, that's kind of, it was
You must teach me
magic.
them. These are so good. Brent, have you ever tried one? You gotta try one. Here, take it.
okay.
Eat it.
She takes it and eats. I have a question. Do vampires eat food? Or do they just drink blood? I don't know.
Let's see. I think food to vampires to a full-fledged. Well, let's see. From what you know, and from what you saw, Alba as she was spending her time on the ship, she did eat food, and so to your knowledge, you know that at least they could digest some food. It didn't seem like she was struggling to.
She was also only half.
Yeah, that's she was also
Okay.
only half. So I would say if unless you have like prior knowledge of other vampires that you knew of, that would be the only knowledge that you would know would be from her.
Okay. So then I'm just a little worried that I won't be able to eat, so I'm savoring my food. Yeah, these are amazing.
They call them garlic potatoes. Our famous
Garlic?
chef. Yeah, the chef in the he's a
Yes,
a
sir.
good chef. You know, a lot of people like to say that goblins can't cook, but I never met a goblin that couldn't feed me, and I'd enjoy it.
Well, they've made a masterpiece here, Radamanthus.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just.
I
amazed.
was sure to
Like,
meet
these are-
there to give the compliments to the chef.
I'm probably gonna keep eating them for like the next 2 hours or so because they're just so good. Like I'm just gonna keep eating.
He
'cause they're
takes
just
he
amazing.
takes like a little goblet, and which he like pours a bit of like wine in there, and he starts to drink it. Oh yes, I mean I must ask, what is your plan after now that you know of your friend?
Well, Brent, any ideas?
Well, we have no idea where he is, so we just know that he's alive. We were hoping you could just tell us where he was, to be honest. You know, with your wizardry and whatnot.
Well, I must consult my spell book. For that, I'm afraid I'm tapped out for today, but possibly tomorrow I could maybe look at my spells and see if I've had anything to track this feller down. Is there anything you could tell me? I mean, obviously saw him, but it's just like sometimes magic's is a bit unseedly where I need to know a little bit miscellaneous things about the creature before I can find out where he is.
Well, I mean, Red knows him the best, but he always kind of smelled like. Wait, what was that cowboy smell?
Oh, yeah.
He smelled like. What did you tell me? Wherever I go. He smelled like leather and like sweaty horses and like a little hint of lavender for some reason.
We have his horse here, if it might help.
Oh,
We have his horse. If we found an
Midnight.
article of his, what if we gave it to you?
Midnight. Oh no, that's Kobu's curse.
Gilly was this horse.
What was the name?
What if we found? It
What
was
was the
Gilly.
horse? Why didn't I write that down?
I don't know. That seems awfully important to you.
Oh, I wrote down everyone else's horses.
Well, is that creature? That creature was out. That was his horse. I assure you, we've stabled the horses, and they are just fine. They have no worry of any possible unseelie dragon, or maybe a possible werewolf, or whatever is out here. So I will have a
Werewolves
look.
out here?
I mean, not always, but there could be. Let's see. Let me look.
I'm sure that our horses are in great hands.
Look at the moon. A moon phases was only a new moon, so you're good. Good today.
What if well, no, I'm sure they're in good hands. Dragon or no, I'm sure.
Oh, I assure you, my farm hands is just as good as my stable hands. I mean, vice versa.
Are they all goblins as well?
No, there's some
Okay.
just people that I found outside the road looking for work.
Okay. And these people could handle a dragon, you think?
Oh, well, the dragon! I could handle a dragon easily. I'm not worried about that. I protect.
Oh, okay.
I protect the tower, and they can handle the horses.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm sure they're in very good hands. So, Bren, you want to tell Radamanthus here a little bit more about Jonesy?
Yes, explain this.
You know
Say,
more.
did you call him cowboy, friend?
Yeah, he's very cowboy in nature. He likes
Yes.
guns.
Guns.
He likes to journal, and he's very kind.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, that's basically
Did he
him.
tell you where he was from? Possibly.
Yes, he wrote it in his journal. he, yes, actually, he told us about his whole backstory.
His whole backstory. Wow. Any details in the backstory that you know of?
Yes, I mean, I don't know if he'd want us to share his personal matters, but if it's
I only ask in the nature
I think-
of magics and spells. I have requirements, but
I
could
think,
do-
honestly, he'd rather just have his life than his secrets.
fair.
secrets is that's true. No one is without their secrets. I'll do what I can. Now, enjoy your meal, your heart's content. And, this wizard is getting tired, and you can see if you can follow me to the elevator. I'll need to show things here too. Come, follow me to the elevator.
Alright, okay. I'm just gonna take some of these, what do you call them? Garlic potatoes with me? while we're
Yes.
Like
You
ramen.
can come
A
back
big
to
bowl.
deal. This meal will be here for you, but I need to show you something before I go, because I am getting quite.
there. Can I snack? Oh my god.
Sure.
Like leaving a trail of like crumbs.
Yes, that's fine. As you leave the trail of crumbs, there's a little kobold that walks out, and he starts to kind of pick it up. He's like a Dustin behind you.
Poor guy, I'm making so much food.
And then he leads you to the contraption that he called his elevator. Now if you look here, there's a couple important notes. I need you to pay attention. Listen, pay attention.
Okay.
There's 2 buttons on the elevator.
Got it.
One
Got it.
goes up, the other goes down, and the other. Actually, scratch that. There's 3 buttons. Sorry. I don't use the button system. I just teleport. So it's
Alright.
it's a little bit
That's fair.
little bit rusty. So one goes up, this one goes down, and then this one goes sideways.
Sideways.
He points to the
But,
button.
like,
That's pretty nifty.
Yes, it's for those to navigate that don't need me, and I trust you all. I mean, Kovu's a good friend of mine, and I'll leave you to my workings, and you can stay in the guest bedrooms for tonight. I'm not gonna kick you out, but you need to press the down button twice to get to the guest bedrooms, right? Never press it more than twice, or else you'll be lost in the catacombs of my tower.
Okay.
Okay, so just not more than twice. What
More
happens
than
if we
twice.
accidentally did it three times?
Oh well,
Like, what if
sometimes.
my pot slips?
Oh, sometimes it may end up in the library. Sometimes the button's been on kind of a bit of a fritz. it may go awry. I will be clear about that. So push the down button twice, 2 times only, and then that'll
Okay.
lead you straight to the guest house.
Okay.
And once you get to
that's pretty simple.
yes, pretty simple. I want to make it clear to not use any of the transformation magics that I taught you just 20 minutes beforehand. That may affect your destination. It's a bit, right? Wizard tower, wizard secrets, and
Okay, so if I hit the down button twice, but I use my transformative magic, then I'm in trouble. What
Yeah.
happens then? Wait, no.
then I don't know
Just
where
a
you
magic
went.
tile.
Alright, well, I mean, that sounds pretty simple, doesn't it?
Yes, it's pretty simple. It should be good. But each to your heart's content, Anya. By no means am I telling you to go straight to bed now. But I gotta go take a nap. Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for the food.
I'll catch you
Right
up
now,
with
it's
you
great.
in the morning. If I could see what I can do to help you make your journey. Do some research. Like a wizard's gotta go to his tower to do some reading.
Oh, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Alright. Anyways, goodbye, good night. He stamps his staff on the ground, and you hear this crackling of blue energy, and suddenly he just disappears into green, yeah, not green, but blue mist. And you are left alone in the dining hall with both you, Kovu, and Ren, with just the food still there. You see a couple of goblins here and there trying to clean up after him. Under the dining table, they're starting to take the food away and start to put it in some either bags or totes and little areas. There's also some kobolds running around too as well that they're kind of cleaning up quickly. One's kind of looking, putting some food. You see one gonna grab a potato and snatch it.
Well, I mean, what do you think, Ren?
Yes, we should.
Should we go to the elevator?
Yeah, I guess so. Cove, are you coming?
Ah, yes, I suppose.
Forgot it was there. Alright,
There's
let's
more than
go.
one room.
I'm so curious. These elevators are so nifty.
Tattle, I can see it in your eyes. Do not use magic. Whatever you do not. We don't
I
have
wasn't
time.
gonna
Do
use-
not. I know it. I
I
know you want to. I
Use
saw that
magic.
excitement.
I
Just
think
don't.
you should listen to Ren. This
I wasn't gonna use magic. I just wanted to see the elevator. I
This
promise.
elevator's-
I won't use magic while I'm in the elevator.
Okay.
It's gonna be a long night.
I'm scampering over to the elevator.
Yeah, Kovu's following it. He grabs a couple of more rolls quickly for the road and kind of follows behind.
I quickly run ahead of Tattle and hold her back. And
Okay.
then, I press the button very precisely twice. Don't touch it anymore. I really want to sleep.
Wait, I'm not touching it. I want to do what the kids do, where it's I'm not touching it.
Pressing all the buttons at the same time.
Listen, Ren. Have you ever been in a magic elevator? This is very exciting. This is big news. This is potentially like science on a whole nother level, as we know,
Yeah,
or magic.
science. This isn't magic. This is just gears and stuff, probably.
Yeah. So
Are we even sure this is a real wizard? Toby, how much do you trust this guy? This elevator's looking pretty normal.
I wouldn't trust him with maybe my favorite set of pants, but he knows his magic.
Oh, it's so random.
so oddly specific.
Yeah.
I'm just like awkwardly looking at him. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
He doesn't think nothing of it. He's just like,
I'm like nodding along like that's the most sense I've ever heard. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Hey, all right. You pressed the button twice, did you not?
yeah, I think so. Why isn't this thing moving? Bangs on it a bit.
Oh, it's a bit worrying.
all right, guys, and I'm gonna hit all 3 buttons.
Okay. All right.
That should get it moving.
Wait! You hit all 3 buttons, and suddenly you hear a big, like, kind of gear crank, and you sort of hear, like, the sound of almost, like, magic kind of crackling in the air, and gears running to, like, starting to grind and run as fast and fast. Almost sounds like a roaring, like, if you would know what a roaring of an engine would sound like a car as it starts to get up, and suddenly the crackling of air begins, and you see blue lightning kind of cross along you, and you teleport through, and it seems like it's a wild ride going through this. It feels a little bit more rougher than when Red Amanthus was taking you through the tower, as you're teleporting through, and you see the stop. What appears to be a massive library as the elevator stops.
Well, see? We're in a library! Isn't that exciting? And we're fine. Nobody got hurt.
This library is huge. It almost seems endless as the books kind of just flow up.
Well, here's the deal, Red. I mean, you can go to sleep. I'm gonna go check out this huge library. Because maybe we can do some research and find out where Jonesy is. And we'll just, like, read a whole bunch of books. You know, sleep in the aisle.
No. I'm gonna research too. That's a good idea. We gotta do anything we can. I don't know. I still don't know if I trust this wizard, to be honest.
This is a bit. I'd be careful with some of these books. They may contain curses. If I
They're
know.
just books.
Right. I wouldn't say
Curses?
that out loud.
As in curses, as in when you open the book, you'll be cursed, or like when you read the book, what kind
Both.
of
I don't know what he fully holds, but let's just be careful.
I'm like running out, and I'm gonna run up to the shelves. Can I do like just a general perception check?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Give me a
anything that
perception
looks, like,
check or
exciting.
yeah, give me a perception check or give me a investigation. Oh, I forgot to feed my cat. That's why she's.
Either or.
Yeah, either or, whichever one's higher.
Perception for 17.
Oh, 17? Wow, that's really good.
Mm-hmm. +4. You pick up a book. You are looking through this massive library, and you're scanning quickly through the books in the area that you're
standing in, and you look through the books, and you pick up this nice, good. It's a hefty, big book, kind of red cover, leather bound. It looks nice. It has some nice gold. What do you call it? Like gold edging around the papers, and it looks really, really fancy. And then as you open the book, or as you look at the cover of the book, it says "Furniture Around the World," and then Volume 1.
What are you looking at? Tattle. Furniture.
Hmm.
Um,
It was written by Sears. You see this?
Sears.
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 never heard of them. Never.
I'm
heard of
gonna-
them.
Sears.
listen.
It's a catalog.
I just want to look. Okay, I don't even like. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna buy anything.
What
I
if there's
just
a
wanna
curse
look.
in it? You gotta be careful. That book's obviously
it could be a curse in a
overcompensating.
furniture
Gold
book.
edges. Come on.
It's a furniture book. It'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna open it up.
Okay, you open the book. As you open
Yeah.
the book, you start to look at. It says furniture around the world. The perfect hiding spot for a mimic. And the book kind of starts to talk about how you're able to see mimics and how different furnitures they like to take. Mainly being chests, chairs, tables, even shoes at some point. Not even just talking about furniture. There's a small short about different shoes, but it mainly focuses on like different furniture that mimics are able to take form of and trick the weary adventurer. Any type of furniture you see, like chairs, tables, shelves, desks, some dressers, anything that you can see that has to do with like a piece of furniture is what could be a dangerous object, possibly.
Well, now see here. This whole book is about mimics, and you thought it was just gonna be a boring furniture book.
I mean, to be
I learned
fair,
something today. I'm gonna
fine,
close it up
but,
and put it back on the shelf.
Okay.
Just like, cause I don't want to steal from them, you know. Just want to like look around. I'm just gonna keep looking
All
for
right.
anything that like catches my eye.
Okay. Roll me a. Actually, I want to have you roll. Roll me a D100.
Damn.
Ren, are you looking too?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm.
Roll me a D100.
Me too.
Got
Yeah.
43.
Yeah, you too. 43.
Oh.
Mhm.
Can't roll it.
Okay.
E100.
Oh, wait for it. It's if you get confused, it's the one
You
that
open a book and you instantly die.
you die. It's like these little spinny top ones.
Okay, yeah, this
Yeah.
one. So 0, 0,
Yeah, you
100.
roll both of them.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
or
0's
10, 100.
Yeah, 0 and 1 is 100. You roll both of them, and the first one's like the 10, and the second one's the 1.
Oh, you have to roll both top?
Yeah, yeah. Because
Oh.
you'll see one that has like the double digits. That's the
Yeah.
10, and then the one
That's
that
the
has the
10.
1 is the 1.
Okay, so then I go like this. And the one that's facing up, right?
Yeah,
So I got a 9 and a 40.
49.
That's 49.
Yeah.
49? Okay.
Yeah.
What I got?
All right.
I'm so scared.
Okay. Tattle, you pick up another book of this just massive library of the ones you can reach, because it stretches up for almost as far as the eye can see, and you pick up this nice kind of almost, I would say, like sandy colored cover book. It appears to be very worn, and the parchment seems fragile, and it says "Traveling East: A Guide." And do you look through the book?
Yeah.
As you are glancing at the book, you look through it, and it talks about how traveling east from the continent that you are at, which I can't remember what the name of it is right now.
The Allen.
Yeah. Is it Via?
Well, it's kind of the world. I think it would be the continent, actually.
Yeah, the continent where you're at, traveling eastward, it talks about going overseas. It talks about how like certain paths in the ocean is more treacherous than others just due to the fact that it is closer to the equator. It gets kind of in depth into more geography of the world, and it talks about a land to the east that you've never heard of. You never heard of before, and the different. The book does appear to be very dated though, because it is pretty old, so you're not sure how well this information is going to hold. But you can kind of get a sense that if you wanted to go east, you can.
This is so cool. Red, it's talking about a place called Australia. Australia.
Australia.
So
Okay,
cool.
that's definitely
it
a
sounds
made-up
really
word.
freaking dangerous. Though.
That's fake.
Because it says that pretty
That
much.
is fake.
It says everything will kill you.
Everything will
That's
kill you.
literally what it says here.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
sure,
writes
yeah,
out the
that's what it
bugs and the spiders.
Mhm. The dragons are
Everything's
5 times
opposite.
larger.
The
than
dragons
are
are
in
more
reality.
spikier, yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Very
that's
cool.
that's
We
what
should
that.
go there sometime. That'd be super cool.
Maybe.
Super cool.
Ren, you pick up this book and you pick up this kind of sort of fancy embroidered little, like, it's not as big as most of the books, but it's pretty thin. And I can't say the name of this book because I can't pronounce it.
How do you spell it?
It's DAEMONOLOGIA. Demonologia Scar SACRA. You pick up this book.
SAC?
SACRA. That's at the end.
Okay.
And as you you pick up this book,
Oh no.
it
Why are you laughing?
because it's a book of tales of people getting tricked by the devil. I'll say that. It's basically one of the devil's is books. It's a telling of what somebody did research on a devil in the nine hells and their tricks that they did to get human people and humans what do you call it, deals together deals. It doesn't mention any of the demons by name, but it does mention just powerful demons.
This could be helpful. Wait. Are those things, what are they called again? That we're like fighting. Those aren't demons, are they?
The one that you're fighting?
Like those three.
The cats.
What are they called again?
Yeah.
They're technically, I think, devils, which is different from demons.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they're devils. Devils are known for, yeah, they're devils. No, sorry, they're demons.
Oh.
Devils are in the nine hells. Demons are in the abyssal plane. So
they're demons?
there's a difference. Yeah, they're demons.
And this book is about demons.
Yeah, it's just basic tailings of demons, and how they would go about. The main difference that you kind of see from when you did your other research about the Rakshasas is this one kind of goes in depth more about where they came from, and how they go about doing their tricks and fooling people, fooling mortals. And that's what it kind of tells about.
Okay. This could be really helpful, Tattle. You know how tricky those demons were? I'm gonna read this.
Oh,
This is gonna help. This is gonna help next time we have to face them. I'm
cool.
gonna trick them.
I mean, yeah, like that's not a bad idea. If we find out some of their tricks, we can kind of flip the script.
Yeah.
Good call, Ren.
And then I want to read it
Like
and
your
hopefully not
son.
get cursed.
Alright, Tattle, why don't you roll me a perception
Yes.
check?
Oh, good. Oh, that's not a d20. 14.
14. Alright, that's enough. As you're kind of looking through the books and looking through your travel guide to the east, you start to see this very kind of almost, it feels like it's almost too obvious. This very protruded book that is just looking and wanting to be pulled. Just a few feet aside from you. You notice that like this wasn't here before, but now this book is almost begging for you to pull.
Whoa! Okay, is Kobu beside me?
Yeah, he's kind of like observing you guys and just kind of looking.
Did you see that? I swear that book wasn't there a second ago. That's so cool. I wonder what kind of magic that.
I would hesitate to touch that one if it wants you to read it.
It'll be fine. And I'm gonna walk
Tattle.
over and
What are
I'm
you
gonna
doing?
touch it and pull it off. the
Okay.
shelf.
You touch the book and you start to pull it off, but it doesn't seem to want to give as you begin to pull
Oh,
it.
weird. It's like really wedged in there. Do I see any writing on the spine?
On this one, no.
Weird. It's like it's so stuck. It like looks like it wants to fall off the shelf. Can I do like an Arcana check on it?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there'll be magic, but 10.
Yeah, like this is the wizard's tower, so there's magic all around you as you're trying to study or this book specifically. It's a little bit hard to tell, to decipher, but you kind of get the sense that you're doing the opposite of what it wants it to do.
No, this is really weird. I imagine I'm like hanging off the shelf trying to pull it
Yeah.
off, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Huh,
You
weird. And I'm gonna like push on it.
Alright, you push the book in.
I have to put it back. Yeah, whatever. I guess
You
I'll go look for
push
something
push the book in, and suddenly there's a gold writing on the spine that kind of glows and emanates through it, and you hear a click somewhere in the room.
Tattle, what was that? What did you do?
Well, I mean, all I did was I put a book back in its place. What does the gold writing say?
The gold writing is in a language. Let's see. What language do you know?
Good question.
I know.
I got
I
all
do.
excited for a second because Darling can read any language, so I was like, I can read it, and I was like, no, that's
Yeah.
wrong one.
Hold on here.
I
What are
can't
you
do
reading?
that.
Hey there.
Just common and giant. That's all.
You know giant.
Yeah, for whatever reason. I think I just picked one from the list because it was my first character.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like, I don't know.
it's in a language you don't
Giant
understand.
sounds weird.
I understand it.
What do you know? What languages do you know?
Abyssal, Common, Elvish, Halfling, Thieves, Can't, Undercommon.
No, it's in a language that you don't understand as well.
Man, I can't read this writing. But I'm pretty sure I put a click in the room. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. And I don't know if
Maybe
we
it
should
was
be
a secret wizard door. We should go look.
If
Get your sense of
Radamanthus
adventure.
if Radamanthus has secret wizard store, I think we should keep those as a secret.
Yeah, but what if he's
but, like,
actually not a good guy? This might
You
actually be
did
good.
say you wouldn't trust him with your favorite pair of pants.
Yes.
Exactly.
And
I also know that he is very powerful, and if we go poking his treasures, then maybe might not be the best
Yeah,
idea.
but he seems like a scholar. He wants people to learn. Maybe he'll be pumped that we're taking the time to learn everything that he knows.
Not our fault his
As much as we
elevator
can
didn't
over
work.
here.
Well, you did press all the buttons. Not
Only
you.
because it wasn't working. In
It
total,
wasn't. I mean, oh,
we did wait a whole
listen.
3 seconds.
Such a large stature and such a gorgeous. I mean, for a large stature, I didn't peg you for a chicken.
Listen. Don't call me a chicken, but I will be right behind you. I think it opened that way, and he points to kind of like deeper into the library.
Cool, let's go. Okay, wouldn't this be cool? As I'm like going, I'm like, the pirate captain. Okay, I'm gonna have so many stories to tell with all the things that I found in here. It's gonna be amazing. Like I've got to make a name for myself, you know, because I am a pirate captain, and Dad gave me that role, so I've got to like get this sorted and figured out, and I want to be super cool and super good at it.
Great enthusiasm, Tattle, but remember, we gotta stay focused. I'll find Jonesy here.
Maybe Jonesy's in the room. I'm sorry, that was mean. He's probably like. He's definitely not in the room. That was a little bit manipulative, if I'm being honest. I just really want to go see you in this room. I just need you to get on board.
Maybe he's there. We found him. There.
Hey,
he did say
I'm
you
on
wouldn't
board.
trust him with his pair of pants, so maybe he got kidnapped.
I mean, just because I don't want to loan my pants to him doesn't mean he won't kidnap people.
Oh, did you just mean because he might stretch them out?
I mean
That's
that
a fair point.
I mean that I gave him leggings once and he never gave them back.
Leggings, Kobu.
They were warrior soldier leggings.
Warrior leggings right now?
I wear leggings underneath my armor. Listen. The armor
Take your
chafes.
armor off to clean it. Just curious.
I keep my armor well maintained. He seems a little hurt.
Yeah,
He's like,
does it? No. I just mean like, does it ever come off then? So you've got to polish it. So you're just in your like your leggings and your gym outfit. Your work attire.
You mean my tunic? Yes, I have to take the armor off to clean it. What do you say?
Okay. I'm just curious how that whole process works. That's all.
Will I take
Are you
the
two
armor?
done flirting yet?
Okay, let's go. I just
No?
want to see the leggings. That's all it is. I'm like curious. Like, leggings.
I mean,
What does this mean?
They're soldier warrior leggings.
But you guys can flirt as long as you want. I'm fine.
We're doing
I'm
it
just,
while
like,
we're
munching on a
walking.
snack
Yeah,
while
we're walking and talking. As you guys are walking and talking,
Walking and talking.
and you kind of go deeper and deeper into this library, you start to see books that are a little bit more, I would say, darker in nature, and some like that appear to be chained, and those ones that you notice have magical barriers on them as well. Which you would notice, like Tattle, you would notice the magic's kind of what do you call that? Emanating from these books. Meh.
Whoa. Do I see any titles that stick out to me? Like, can I roll?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me just a general investigation check as you're.
I only got a 7.
As you're looking through these books, the titles appear to be almost out of focus. Like you can't focus on what they're trying to say. And when you think you just got it, the writing begins to fade and fuzz out. And when you were looking at it, it appears to be, you kind of assume that they're in a different language as well. Not common, not anything. A lot of them almost like look like they're just in red and almost golden type of script.
Weird. can't read any of these.
Can I, like, not specifically look, I guess, but keep an eye out for? Cause she wants to keep moving. But can I keep an eye out for vampire books?
Okay.
That might have anything to do with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Roll me. Give me an investigation check.
Not a natural 20.
Oh, that's actually
Dirty
good.
20.
Dirty 20. As you're looking through these books, and as you know, you're kind of walking down this almost like kind of eerie hallway that seems to get darker as you're going, and you're looking through these ones. I would say, like, Tattle, you'd be kind of. Would you be vocal about you not able to read these books?
I think so. I feel like she just says everything that she thinks, like, all the time.
Yeah,
You would be like, this is so weird. I can't see these, but I like just keep walking. I'm not bothered by it.
You would hear Tattle going on about how, like, she can't read these books, and as you're looking through, there is a book that kind of catches your attention, as the spine has it's a dark, almost kind of solid black, but it's the lettering that catches your attention, which seems to be a very bright, vibrant red. And in this book, you see the words just Ravenloft, and that's it.
Ravenloft?
Yeah. It's damn ants.
I wanna grab it.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw as you try to grab this book.
Okay. Ooh, I did good. 25.
25. As you're reaching for this book, you start to kind of sense, you start to feel actually, almost a pressure emanating from this book, and suddenly there is a burst of force that's spewed up from the book. But however, you are quick enough to sense this and dodge out of the way as this pressure just emudes from. It's like you get a sense it was trying to push you back, but you're able to move out of the way.
Huh. Holy shit.
Exploding
Tattle, did
books?
you see that? Did you see? I think
That's amazing! This is the
almost
coolest
died
library.
just now.
You didn't die.
I could have
You have a
died. You don't
scratch
know
on
that. Who knows what could have happened if it did?
Ren, each of us could die every single day.
Whatever. I want to like try going a little closer to it again, see if I can get near it without it doing something.
I almost died, but let me do it again.
Okay, roll me. Oh, are you trying to like sneak on the book? Sneak up on the book?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a stealth on the book.
16. Wait. Yeah, 18.
18?
Wait, what? Wait, no stuff is plus 6. 15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're kind of like trying to sneak on this book, which is a weird concept as you're thinking, you know, in your mind. Like, how are you sneak up on a book? As you're getting closer and closer, you notice that the force that pushed you once before, you get the sense that it's going to start again if you move forward any closer.
Okay, stop. So, I guess I can't get this book, huh?
Probably not.
Tattle, you know how you always wanted to use your magic?
Yeah.
You want to try it out?
But you guys
What
said
kind of
I
magic
wasn't
can you
supposed
do?
to use my magic in this tower.
Oh yeah, well, you know.
I
might be
would advise
important.
against it. Whatever magics
I'm
you
gonna listen to
have
Kovo on this one.
may affect the rest of these books. If that book is protected, then surely these rest are.
Well, and Brent, you almost died. I saw that blast. You could have very easily died.
It could have cut
don't
your head right off.
honestly want to put myself in that same position. I'm just being honest. Like,
That's. I really want to read this book though. Look at it. Look at that red writing. It's calling.
I mean, it looks cool, yeah, but I kind of would just go see where the store leads. You know, like maybe it's someplace super cool. The
Fine,
wizard
fine,
is
fine.
hidden away. You know. What if we just come back for it? You know, we'll go check out the room, and then we'll maybe we'll find something in the room that'll help us grab this book off the shelf.
Fine.
Maybe
fine,
we
let's
need like
go
a
to the
stick.
room.
We can just like edge it off the shelf.
Sure. Sure. Let's keep going, I guess.
Your plan.
knows what
Your
kind of
plan.
secrets
Obviously,
we're
a
in.
stick would work.
like trotting along.
Yeah, you start to. You guys all start to kind of begin to walk, and as you start to walk and walk more further and further away, the more you look back, the less you'll see of the books. And the elevator where you came for, it seems to almost be as the darkness is kind of like enclosing into you. And soon you no longer don't see. You don't see the bookshelves. You don't see the books. You see almost nothing, and it's kind of amazed at how you're trying to walk into this abyss of darkness.
Can we see each other?
You see each other, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is.
Why is it so dark? Does anyone have a
I'm gonna
lantern?
admit,
Do we have our stuff on
I'm a
us?
little bit scared.
Yeah, you would have your
now.
stuff, yeah.
Do I have a lantern?
Can somebody hold my hand? I'm a little scared. I don't like the dark.
Yeah, here. I grab your tail.
Take strength. That'll do. Just don't pull it so hard. You sometimes pull on it way too hard and it hurts. Then my back is all sore for like a week.
I'm sorry.
Attached, you know.
I have a lantern. And I like
You
to
do?
use it.
Okay. Yeah, you light your lantern. As you light your lantern, it starts to, it emanates light. But however, what would be, I would say, I think they light like 10 feet above you, or from you. It doesn't appear to be reaching any further, and all you see is still just darkness. And you continue walking. And it almost feels like you're walking for a good while.
Well, you better hold my hand too, just so that you don't get lost.
It doesn't feel right. It feels very unnatural. I like sway my lantern.
Yeah, what happens if we put our hands like out, like if we like touch the darkness?
Yeah, I'm like swaying my lantern.
Do you do that?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. Yeah, I don't want to, but I do. I definitely
Okay.
do.
All right. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, Tattle.
I knew it.
Tattle, your curiosity is gonna kill you.
It's literally the whole point.
Ow.
Hat like
plus, oh, 16 plus 7.
Ouch.
I mean, it might not be high enough, even still. But what is that, 23?
23? Alright, so you start to kind of, you're curious, right? You're this darkness feels unnatural, and you start to kind of push your hands through. And as you have your hand through the darkness, it almost disappears completely as you're, or kind of seems like you're almost in like a bubble that your lantern is keeping you away from, like in like safeties of, and you put your hand through, and it sort of seeps through, and you can no longer see your hand. As you have your hand in there, you hear what appears to be growling, and almost an outer-worldly growling, and you quickly pull your hand back before you hear kind of snaps.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, don't do that again.
Don't.
What was that?
Use the bubble. I don't know. But Kofu, I'm not joking. You better hold my hand, because you gotta stay close. It's very important.
Or like when that happened, I like grabbed her tail and I like hugged it.
Yeah. He
It's like a
he
furry blanket or something, like a stuffy. It'd be huge, actually. It'd be a pretty big tail.
yeah, it would. He does. He grabs your hand and he kind of looks and he's looking very like uncomfortable, and he's not saying much, but he's just looking around as as you keep continuing forward. And soon as you
Yeah, we just keep walking.
as you continuing forward, keeping your hands inside the vehicle at all times, you suddenly come across a door, a wooden door. The door doesn't appear to be attached to any walls or any, like, it just appears like out of like kind of the darkness.
Huh.
Whoa! See, this must be the door that unlocked. How cool!
Okay, can I take the lantern and like kind of like put it on the sides of the doors?
Yeah.
And see if I can see anything.
Yeah, you put it on the side of the door, and the door appears to be freestanding. There doesn't appear to be any structure on the door. There's nothing in the back of it. As you kind of look in the back, there's nothing holding it up. It's just standing up.
Well, I guess at this point there's nowhere else to go. We kind of just have to go through it.
Yeah, we do.
Who wants
I'm
to
gonna
open
like
it?
reach for the knob and like
Uh.
try to turn it.
As you reach for the knob, you feel a little tug on your hand as Kobu's like, I don't think we should go through that door.
Why not?
Where else are we gonna go?
We could go back, but there is
Do you
great
know the way?
there's great evil behind that door.
How do you
How
know?
do you know that?
I can sense it.
Aw. Feels so bad. We're stressing them out. Well, here, if you want, I'm gonna make light because I have cantrip cast light.
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast light on. I'm gonna cast light. What do I have that I can cast light on? I'm gonna cast light on a shovel because apparently I have a shovel, and so it's gonna light up. And it's a 20-foot radius.
Mhm.
And how long did it feel like we were walking?
I would say like maybe 20 minutes.
Here, this should be good. Like if you want to walk back, that's okay. Like I don't want to stress you out either.
You see kind of like if he was like a cat, right, the hackles of his fur would be kind of stick on ends. And he's like, I feel better with you in sight. But I'm warning you.
I'm gonna like touch his like paw to shoulder and like I understand. Like I do. But like if I'm gonna be a pirate captain, I've always had a thirst for sort of, I guess, a little bit of danger, a little bit of exploring and adventure. I can't turn it down. I can't. And if I'm gonna be anywhere close to as cool as my dad was, if I'm gonna hold up his name, I can't turn this down. This is the coolest opportunity.
And
Oh,
Jonesy,
sorry.
there might be answers on the other side.
And
More importantly,
Jonesy might be behind the door. So
or that.
that's strange.
Jonesy might be on the door. He kind of looks at you and he kind of nods in a sense and almost looks sad, rather sad, as he takes the
Aw.
shovel and he starts to walk backwards.
He's leaving us?
I'm sorry. Be safe, Kobu.
All right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and he doesn't say anything. He just walks backwards for a little bit and then turns, and then you see slowly as your light begins to fade off in the distance.
Fuck.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad. But also,
I feel
what is
sad. I felt
behind
like
that
he was protecting
door?
us. I feel a lot less confident going through here without the big
Without the
warrior lying cat.
Listen, I can protect us just fine, and I'll be a lot less distracted without those rippling pecs. Okay, so we'll be fine. Just trust me on this.
Okay.
one. Come on, Ren. Where's your sense of adventure? You can turn around and go too if you want. Like you
No,
don't
I'm
have
not
to
leaving you
do this.
here.
Oh,
Not
fine.
leaving.
Okay. No, let's go. Let's check out the door, and I'm gonna open the door.
Okay. As you place your hand on the door, you feel this sort of energy kind of course through you. It feels welcoming. It feels warm. And it feels just nice. And the door opens. You kind of feel like it's welcoming you. And you open the door.
Well, see? Can't you feel that, Ren?
I
Doesn't
feel
that
like
feel
we're
nice?
No, Ren, you feel
I don't-
extremely cold. You feel
This doesn't feel good, Tattle.
What do you
What are you
mean? It's so
talking about?
warm. It's so
This feels
welcoming. It's like
really
a warm
wrong.
hug.
I don't know about this.
Are you
I
okay?
think maybe Kobe
Maybe
had
it's
a
the lack
point.
of fur.
it's the lack of
I
fur.
don't think so. I think we should go back.
You can go back, Ren.
Really?
I promise I'll be okay.
No,
I feel
leave.
perfectly safe. I promise you.
She really wants to leave, but she doesn't.
I promise I'm fine. Like I feel like this is like when my mother was like holding me in her arms as a kid. Like this is amazing.
That in itself is concerning. Just take a step
You're like,
back.
what
from
did
the
your
door,
mother do?
Tattle.
I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm gonna walk into the door.
Okay.
In through the door.
You walk
And
into the
ignore
door.
Ren entirely.
And when do you follow Ren?
Yeah.
You guys walk through the door. As you walk through the door, you are suddenly in this room. There's no you can't see no walls, but you do see in the room there's 5 pedestals. Like in sort of like a semicircle. On each pedestal there's a different item. They're not locked in anything. They appear just to be floating on the pedestals. Nice ants.
I see just from standing back like what they look like.
One item appears to be a book. This book looks vastly different from the books that you see in the library. The cover looks almost tan-like, and you see it leather being almost like skin and made out of bone.
Huh. The cannibalism.
Aside from the book, you see what appears to be your classic genie lamp. In the lamp, it's black and gold, and you can, if upon closer inspection, you would see it has nice, very delicate designs and inlay on this lamp. On the pedestal next to that, you see what looks like to be a skull and a human spine protruding from the back of it that's floating there. On the pedestal next to it, there is a bag. But not just your own bag. This bag is covered in teeth and rotten flesh. And on the last pedestal, completely almost out of place than the rest of the items, is a portrait. It's a portrait of a handsome young man. And no matter what you do, and if you try to like focus on it, you kind of find yourself being drawn, to just how beautiful he looks as for a man. And that's what you see, those 5 objects. Ren, you're stepping into this room. Oh, sorry. I was to say, Ren, you're stepping into this room and you're seeing all these things, and you are feeling this sense of dread. But Tattle, you feel something pulling you into a certain direction.
Can I try to just roll like insight on like if any of these items would ring a bell in like bard lore or anything? If I would have any idea.
I would have you roll a history instead of history seems a bit better.
14.
14. That's pretty decent. As you're looking at this 5 sets of objects, there's something vaguely familiar about the book and the portrait of the handsome young man. Not that necessarily that they worked, that they are one and the same, the one who made the book, but you heard tales possibly of a being, maybe a god, and a handsome devil working together. As per the genie lamp and the weird looking, what looks like a staff and the bag, not much in tales of any bard tales you've heard of anything.
Do I recognize anything?
Give me a history check. I choked on my spit.
I know, before I took a sip of something like way at the beginning and it went down the wrong pipe. I had to mute my
Oh gosh.
mic.
Yeah, roll me a history check. Sorry.
17.
What'd you get?
17.
17. Okay. Your life as like a as a rogue and dealing with various counterfeit items. You do recognize one of the items. It appears to be a bag of devouring, which you've heard of tales of. It would be kind of a thing that you would give to your enemy to make them lose their precious items. It would destroy the items. However, this bag specifically has a sigil on it that does not appear to be familiar to you. Normally these bags are made out of different things. Or, just different things, but like this one appears to be branded with something, but it doesn't come to mind.
I'm gonna slowly walk up to each of the pedestals and just like stare at each thing, not touching anything, but like almost like I really want to. Like each item I'm like super drawn to, but I'm just like, okay, like I shouldn't, but like, man, like this is cool.
Which one you go to first?
I would say being Tattle, I'd probably walk up to the portrait. I think would make the most sense, or the genie lamp.
Okay.
Which one would be closest to me? Are they all kind of like?
I would say so. I said they're kind of like in a semicircle around. So the closest would be the book, and then the portrait, because the portrait would be on the other side. They're almost in a semicircle.
Okay, well maybe I would go to the genie lamp then, because it's kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
So I'd walk there first and have a look at it.
Okay. Yeah.
And then.
Sorry, what did you say?
A closer inspection of the skull and the spine.
Yeah.
Because without necessarily touching it, I just want to kind of stare at it, like, whoa, like what is this crazy?
Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
What was it?
Would you? 4?
4?
Okay, as you're looking at this, you're looking at this human skull with the spine attached to it. It also has some kind of weird, like almost what appears to be like a horns protruding from it, but it kind of engulfs the face to look more of like a guard. As you're looking at this thing, it doesn't appear to be any other animal. It looks like possibly maybe the skull is human, but it's hard to tell. But the spine does look sort of human.
Okay. And could I gather that this is a staff? Like, this looks like a staff for magical purposes?
It looks more of like a weapon. Like, I would say like more of like a mace. Not like you could use it as like a weapon. It's not as big as a staff, yeah. As you get closer to, and you expect this, I want to say this first too, you see that the eyes in its mouth begins to crack open, and you see slightly orange flames kind of flickering through it and also through the eyes of the skull as you begin to approach.
Okay. Sorry, Larry just texted me. He's lost. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
Every time.
Ren, what are you doing in this hall of weird items?
I would probably. I don't have any attraction to anything, right?
You don't feel it. No, you don't feel any attraction. You feel almost. It's almost like a pressure in this room. Like it's a sense of like you have like if like a headache would be going on. It feels not good.
Can I do like a? I want to follow Tattle first of all to make sure this shouldn't touch anything. But
Yeah.
while I'm doing that, can I like have a look around to see anything else in the room, or like try to like look at the walls, or if there's any other exits, stuff like that?
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Ooh, I'm doing good. Okay, wait. That would be a 26.
20? Wow, that's really good. Yeah, so you follow Tattle for like, kind of trailing behind her, and you're looking around, looking at the walls, but the walls don't appear to be there. It just appears to be a dark, endless void. But as you're looking, like, where you're at, the area that you're standing in and the area that's around the pedestals appears to be kind of like almost illuminated by like a top light, but there's no light up there. And you look back, the only thing you can see is just that free floating door that you walked through.
Is it still open?
Yeah, it's still open.
I'm gonna walk up to the skull and the human spine. Well, I'm still observing it.
Yeah.
And I just can't resist touching it. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna be like, Red, don't you think this would be the coolest weapon for a pirate captain?
Tattle, don't touch that,
I don't think
please.
anyone's ever had anything like it.
Thing
And
ever.
I'm gonna like pick it up and like, wow, this is so cool.
Did you pick it up? Or not yet?
She touched it.
No, I
Tattle!
picked it up. 100% I picked it up. I'm so sorry.
You pick up this supposedly weapon, and it's pretty heavy, but it feels good. It feels good in your hands. It almost feels like it fits. And as you pick it up, you hear in your head, Ren, you don't hear this, but you hear this voice start to speak to you. I will be the last living creature when I am done. The cosmos will be perfect, free from bringing aberrations that all other living things. And that's all you hear.
Oh. And because I've just picked it up, am I feeling already very like attached to this, or am I just like, that was crazy?
That's
Like, how am I feeling about this?
Okay.
That was crazy.
Okay, give me a second. You pick up this what is it? It's you feel a sudden wave of panic string through you, almost as if you're going to die. right? You're starting to panic, and then it suddenly fades just like that, and you kind of go through this cycle where you're starting to feel like your heart's gonna stop, but it doesn't. It's extreme anxiety as you pick up this wand, but you can't. You can't, for some reason can't put it down.
Okay, I was gonna say, does it feel like I need to put it down, or does it feel like if I put it down, it's gonna be worse?
You feel like that maybe if you tried to put it down, you might feel better. But as you're holding this thing, you're constantly like on your heart almost feels like it's gonna explode.
Can I see that she's distressed?
Oh yeah, you visibly
You
can
can
see.
see my hair like standing up.
Okay. Tattle, what's happening? I'm like looking around, like trying to figure out why she's freaking out, but I don't see anything. Tattle, talk to me.
I don't know. There's just I don't know. I touched this and it's just there was a voice and I'm just like I'm gonna die. Like my heart is just oh my gosh, my heart.
Hey, put
is
it
just,
down.
like-
Put it down. I guess I would try. I want to like.
But look at it's an amazing weapon though. Like if I can master this,
No, you can't. Put it down.
nobody on the sea will dare to defy me. Like look at this weapon. It's amazing.
Can I grab my dragon's helm thingy? What
Yeah.
does that do again?
I sent you pictures.
Did I write it
I
down?
can't remember.
You did.
I think I have it down in my screenshots.
I must have written it down. Gives 1+ bonus to AC. Oh, I already added that. Oh, when I'm wearing it. Okay, I put it on. I guess I always just have it on, or what?
Yeah, you would always kind of have it on, unless
Okay,
you say you
then
take
I want
it
to
off.
take. Okay, then I already had it on, I guess. But I want to take out my one of my daggers and like try to like slash it out of her hand
Okay.
without
Would I
touching it.
feel upset if she tried to take it from me? I would, wouldn't I?
You would feel upset. You would hear in your head, "No, don't let her take it. She must not touch it." Roll me.
Ren, stop!
Ren,
Can
roll
you
me.
just mind your own business?
Ren, roll me an attack roll.
An attack roll?
Yeah, you have to
Like
beat
just
Tattle's
D20,
AC.
right?
Yeah, D20 plus your dagger's attack bonus.
A high AC, so you're probably
My dagger's attack roll.
No, I have
Sword
16.
skill.
Why can't you take it? What is this?
Like plus hit, you mean?
Yeah, to hit
Okay,
for your
so
dagger.
D20 plus the hit. Okay. That would be 19.
19? Okay. Tattle, I'm gonna have you roll me a strength check. And if you can beat 19, then you will drop.
Got a natural one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
Thank
see.
Yeah.
You see as Ren kind of quickly takes the knife as you're holding it and like does some fancy knife work and puts it behind it and pulls it out of your hand, and you at this moment, this is when the moment you're starting to feel like you might have a heart attack, which your arms are starting to feel numb, and she takes that opportunity to kind of pull it out from under you, and the wand goes clattering onto the ground. As
Do I feel relief or do I feel upset?
you feel relief, but the feeling of wanting to, you're almost starting to feel a bit angry and violent.
Ren, why don't you just mind your own business?
I'm trying
I
to
said I
help
was
you.
fine.
You were not fine. You could tell. Your fur was all on end, and you had those crazy eyes like you get when you're
Children
trouble.
just wanna. Jeez, like I always let you have all your secrets, and you can't just let me have something.
Why are you being like this? This isn't like you. This room is doing something. We need to leave. Come on. I grab
I'm
your
gonna
tail.
lunge for the thing again and grab for it.
Okay.
Shit.
Alright.
For the wand?
I need to roll a contesting strength. check.
Wait,
Oh,
are you guys both grabbing for the wand?
No, I'm
No,
trying
she's
to
grabbing
stop.
my tail.
Oh, yeah. Give me a contested strength roll. So, Ren, you roll me strength, and then,
Fuck, strength.
Why
Yeah.
is my strength so bad?
You
Why
guys
did I
strength is
roll
so bad.
you guys are
low?
both just weak as heck.
Yes. Okay, how do I do
When
that?
I rolled a 2.
So just roll the
Okay.
d20, and then you add your strength modifier.
Oh, fuck.
I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2!
Roll the 2. Okay, good.
What'd you get?
A 1?
Oh no!
Plus 1, so I guess 2, but it was
2.
a natural 1. So.
Oh my
That's
god.
so funny.
Are
Yo.
you fucking
I'm like
kidding me?
screaming, like, Ren, like, go on me for Pete's sake. And I'm like grabbing, clawing for it. Every little bit of like I picture like siblings fighting over something, you know, like pulling each other and stop. And I finally, I'm reaching for it. As
Yeah,
much as I can.
You're reaching for this item, and you guys are both trying to. Ren, you're trying to stop it and pull Tattle away. However, she's just a little bit stronger. Like you get hit in the face with her tail, and it it knocks you off balance, which is it's pretty hefty. And she's kind of type Maine Coon cat, so it's a big tail. She whacks you in the face, and that kind of what throws you off. And Tattle, you are reaching for this item, and you grab it, and you feel triumph in your ability to hold this thing. And as you grab it, you feel this sense of time stop. And Ren, you cannot move. You don't know what's happening. You in that moment you're still on the ground trying to recover from being hit in the face with Tattle's tail. But and Tattle, you recognize this. You see that she's not moving. Any like appear to kind of talk to her is falls on deaf ears. She's like stiff like a statue. And as this happens, in the distance you hear a sort of a deep laugh and a deep, not like just a deep kind of chuckle reverberate throughout the whole area. And as you're holding onto this weapon, you hear footsteps very far apart from each other. This is a giant creature that is walking up to you, and it's appearing out of the darkness. You see this 20-foot tall demon-like creature with a huge wingspan. His body is like made out of wounds and like wounds and orifices, and his head has giant horns above it, and he's wielding this kind of crazy looking mace with another skull on top of it. The wings itself and his whole like almost body starts to emanate this gaseous like stench. He smells rotting. At the same time of you smell almost like just after a rain, right? Like the soil. And he walks up to you and he looks at you and he says, "You will be my vessel. You will go and you will kill everything. And you will be the greatest weapon of Orcus." And then he disappears. Ren, you're back to normal. Tattle, you can
Did I tell that I was frozen?
you can tell. Well, no, it would be in an instant, right?
Okay.
It'd be like time stopped, and then suddenly Tattle's like standing and wielding this machine, or this not machine, but this weapon.
As soon as I like unfreeze, I'm gonna lunge at her.
Okay. All right.
Which I wouldn't have known I was
she's-
freezing. I would have just like fallen down and like gotten rid.
Yeah, that's true. Roll me a.
If she's lunged.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Actually, no. I'll ask in a sec.
Roll me a grapple, so that'd be a strength check,
Strength.
and you'd have to beat her AC.
Well,
My AC 16.
fuck.
But as you go to lunge and grab for me, I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave, screaming at you.
Ew.
I told you, Ren, to leave me alone! And I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave. So you're gonna have to roll a Constitution saving throw and
Shit.
try to beat a 14. So
Constitutions. Try to beat what?
14.
14.
13.
Oh no. Just
Shit,
missed.
okay. Oh, I hope you have high AC. Or high HP, maybe. So you're gonna take 15 points of damage and get shoved 10 feet away from me. Yeah. I'm gonna scream holding the staff. Ren! You can't always take everything for yourself! Stop!
I'm not
And I'm
trying
gonna
to take
scream
it. I'm
at
trying to
you.
protect you.
Stop! I'm not a little. You. That's not your right. It's not your job.
I thought we were friends. That's what friends do.
We are friends, but friends don't constantly steal from each other and be mean to each other. Just leave me alone. Let me have this.
I don't think you want it. I think there's something wrong with this. You gotta trust me. Just this once.
Ren, you've never done anything to make me want to trust you.
Ren is
You're
very,
having
very
a-
hurt.
I'm gonna start marching for the door
Okay.
with the staff.
Alright, Tattle, you get the sense that you can hide if you can summon the staff at will. Right. You
Okay.
can, if you wanted to, you can like snap your fingers and your staff will be gone. And if you wanted to, you can snap it back.
Okay. As I'm marching towards the door, and I open it, and I see the darkness, and I realize, like, the peril that Ren's gonna be in walking back by herself. I'm gonna sort of snap my fingers and have the staff go away. And I'm just gonna... See, it's gone anyway. Like, it obviously just needed to stay in this room. Sorry. You have that cool dragon helmet. I never really get anything cool. You always take it for yourself.
Here.
Oh man.
I just wanted to have something
Gone?
cool for once. But you're right, this place was dangerous. Let's just go.
So it's gone? Like,
It's
looking
gone.
around. You scared me, Tattle. And that hurt.
I'm
She's like
sorry.
rubbing her sword.
I'm sorry, but I'm really sorry. I'm sorry.
Just listen to me next time, okay? I know a thing or two. I've been around. I'm a rogue. I know dangerous things when I see them, okay? I know what I'm talking about.
I know, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right.
Let's just go back.
Yeah, let's just go.
You walk back. You leave this chamber, whatever it may be, and as you leave, the door shuts by itself, and you hear a lock. And you walk through back the way you came. You see it noticeably is shorter from when you walk back, as you're now back in the library with all the books and soft cushions, a couple of kobolds here and there, which they're just filing books, putting them together. And then you see Kovu, who's sitting there. He's kind of got his hands clasped. He appears to be in some sort of prayer. Praying to his god.
Kovu. Like run over to him and just interrupt him. Kovu.
What? What happened?
Where? Don't ever leave us again. This was not a good idea. I don't know. Let's go back.
I'm sorry.
Ren's like all
But
upset.
okay. I mean,
I'm gonna have, like, I'm just storming past. Like, my tail is, like, fluffed, and I
Okay.
look real mad.
yeah. You're all fluffed up and He's like, wait! Tattle, wait! What happened in there?
What? Ren was just being her normal greedy self and just couldn't let me just look at a few things. It's fine. Nothing happened.
Ren doesn't say anything.
Okay. Okay. He looks at the both of you. He's, oh, all right. Well, let's just all go to bed. All right.
I think that's a good idea.
Just if Tattle starts to like go off on her own, I would like to talk to Kobu.
Okay.
I'll keep storming past if I can. Like my
Yeah,
like,
you go to the
I'm
elevator.
mad. I don't want to search anything anymore.
You guys gotta sit in the elevator. Awkwardly.
The awkward jazz
Awkward.
music.
Yeah.
There's just a goblin playing a little bit something.
Wait, hold on. How would I do that? Elevator music.
I'm just sulking.
You press the button down twice. Well, Kovu presses the one that presses the button. He presses it twice. The person down, and suddenly the magical elevator starts to descend, and you hear like as you're sitting there. Kovu, he coughs, and then
So awkward.
and then you appear. You appear into this very nice, very lavish bedroom, or kind of like a bed guest area where there's individual rooms for each of you. It feels like if you wanted to, it could be like longer than it is. And there's each individual rooms for each of you guys. There's more than enough space. In each room, it's very decorative, very like old-fashioned castle-y type, with fancy embroidered tapestries around, various fancy cushions and refreshments there if you need it. In each room, there's a single bed, which is kind of got like a canopy above it, nice ornate wooden dressers and robes if you wanted them, and various fancy dress clothes too if you wanted them as well. Like this, you don't have to take it, but they're just like lavished up. And in each room there is a rope cable, and if you pull on that rope, a little kobold will walk up, be like, "Yes, what do you need?" And then he'll run away and get whatever you want.
Nice. Living the big life.
Yeah. It's his guest room. It's his guest hall.
I'm gonna go into one of the guest rooms, whichever one's closest, and like slam the door behind me.
Okay. Yeah.
So
And then I want to talk to
door
Kobu.
exit.
Yeah. Kovu looks. He's like, what happened down there?
I don't know. I think something bad. She said she was fine, but she's acting really strange. I think we need to keep an eye on her.
Right. I will try, but I will say, if she's walking down a path that I cannot follow, then I will not. And I hate. I've done this before, but I don't want to go through that again. Alright, good night. Then he walks away.
She was like not done. She's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good night.
Yeah, he's like, good night.
That's so sad. He's done it before.
I want to go into the room that Tattle stormed into.
Okay. Tattle, did you lock the door?
I knock first though.
No, I imagine that I just stormed in and I'm throwing like a temper tantrum.
Okay.
Like, I imagine I threw myself on the bed
Yeah.
and I'm like screaming into a pillow.
You hear the knock on the door.
Tattle?
Got lost!
Tattle!
Kill us.
I just walk in.
Where are you walking? It was open. She says.
Ren, what do you want?
I don't understand. This isn't like you. You're not usually like this. You seem like... It's like I almost get a sense like I can see a little bit of you and then it fades and something else is showing and I don't know what it is. And it's very confusing and it's not you. What did you see when you
Ren.
touched that? What happened?
Nothing. I just saw a really cool weapon, okay? That would have made me a really good pirate captain and made my dad proud. Okay? Look, I'm
Like,
sorry. I'm sorry I thunder pushed you. I don't always have the best control of my emotions.
I mean, that's fair. You've been through a lot lately. How about we just get some sleep? See how we feel in the morning. I think we need some sleep.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Nothing a bit of rest can't fix.
Okay.
Next time, just aim that energy towards some enemy and you'll do great.
Oh, I know. That one's a killer on the battlefield. And so many people die, like, immediately. It's amazing.
I know, I love
Blood
it when
everywhere.
when it's not directed to me. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you going? Where are you staying, Ren? Are you staying in the room, or are you going to a different room?
Is there like multiple beds in one room, or is it like different? Like we each get
It'd
our
be
own room?
one bed per room.
Okay. Oh, then I'll leave. I'll be like, okay, well, good night. Get some rest. I'll leave.
You too.
As you're walking out, and you're leaving Tattle's room, you see there's a little cobalt. He's like, did you ring? Did you ring for me? Well, what can I get you? I get you mead. I get you shiny rock. You want shiny rock? He holds up a rock. You want
I
food?
don't know. I'm good with rocks.
Biscuit?
But yeah, I'll have a beer if you have any.
Biscuit. Oh, beer! I got you. I got it. He runs away.
I didn't tell him where I was staying. Oh well, just goes to everything.
Yeah. You didn't tell him. You go back. You go into your room. And you shut the door. And Tattle, you get a soft knock on the door. He's like, "Oh, beer here."
Oh.
Oh.
Thanks, I guess.
Oh, you're not the one that ordered it. Oh, he leaves immediately.
Hey. I'm gonna close the door.
Okay. And then
Whatever.
he knocks on your door, Ren, and then he's like, beer.
Perfect. Thank you. Grabs it and closes the door.
Yeah. You just close the door. He was like waiting for your door. Oh, ring the bell if you need service. And then he like walks away. Goddamn, there's ants everywhere.
When I'm alone in the room, I'm gonna like take the staff out and I just wanna like examine it. And I'm just gonna sit there for a couple hours and just like slowly turn it over and like sort of caress every line and like go over every little bit, almost like I'm trying to memorize it.
Yeah. You summon the staff, and it almost appears it like sounds like a screaming skull as you kind of snap your fingers and it appears into your hand. And this weapon, this is beautiful. To you, it's the most beautiful weapon you've ever seen. And it's made out of black obsidian. Now that you invest it closer, what's inside of it, you see kind of like inside of the bones is got a core of what it looks to be like black obsidian, and the skull is a human skull on top. Now that you have a closer look at it, and it's in a perpetual state of like the mouth open, and you see sort of kind of fluctuating colors, a green sometimes, sometimes a red, sometimes even a black. But as you're like holding this weapon, you feel like you get the sense that you cannot unlock its true potential just yet.
I'm gonna be like looking every line over and just quietly like, oh my goodness. This is amazing. You're amazing. You're so precious to me. Amazing. Beautiful. And just like slowly caressing every line.
Yeah.
Absolutely precious.
You do that. You do that for however long you want. Forever you want.
A couple hours. Yeah, I would eventually put it away.
Yeah,
and
a
go
couple
to bed,
hours. It feels like you can take over the sea with this weapon. No pirate will stand against you. And you get the sense that you can use this power for that being, whatever appeared before you. It almost fills you with this sort of sense of like kind of chaotic madness. Like you want to fulfill this, whether it be the weapon or for the weapon that it's named after.
I feel like right now I would just be more in awe of the like, if I can, like I would just be more in awe of the like the power behind it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be the most fearsome pirate in the seas. Like I'm gonna make my dad so proud. And that would be my like my driving. I would just kind of push the whole like Demu thing to the back of my mind and be like, I'm strong. Like I don't need to
I can
like
do this,
kill
yeah.
everybody. Like that's fine. But I can use this weapon and harness it for good. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, you have those feelings.
And then I just go to bed.
Go to bed. Not doing anything suspicious at all. Ren, what do you do? What are you doing after you have your beer?
I drink my beer and go to sleep.
Okay, yeah, you just go to sleep.
That's it.
You go to sleep, and each of you sleep wherever much time that you sleep, and yeah, that I think it's about roughly 8:30. I think that's a good place to end for next.
Oh shit.
For next
Did
session.
we long rest?
Yes, you would have a long rest.
Yay, I gotta heal from my wounds that Tyler gave me.
Hells yeah. By the way, Ren, I just want to start playing a different character or play Tattle differently. So I asked Pimp if I could reclass, so I'm classing myself differently. But I didn't know how she was gonna set that up for me, so that whole thing was like a surprise.
You could have
Just so
picked
you
any
know.
one of those.
That's
So I know
about
I only picked that one because I didn't know what it was, and I was like, I need to know what this is. I don't know, so I wanted to. Yeah, I was like, and then I was like, she would want that for a pirate staff. Like that would be 100%.
That would be a pretty badass pirate stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Or a human skull.
But it's pretty bad.
So you know, that's like I asked him because I was like, I'm kind of getting like this was my first character. I just want to play something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
I'm gonna
cool.
just
Do you know what
change
you
my
want to?
class.
Do you know what you picked up?
Mm-mm.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, like I legitimately didn't know. That was the only thing I didn't know, and I was not about to touch the skin book. That was not gonna happen.
Come on!
No way, no how.
Come on!
If the portrait was connected to the skin book, I
Yeah.
didn't want anything to do with it. So in my head, it was either genie lamp or that thing. I was like, she'd want to be a cool captain. Like, that would be her whole goal.
You picked up the Wand of Orcus. Orcus.
You did say Orcus.
That's what it's called.
I'll write that down.
And you don't have. I won't give you the stats yet, because you don't have them.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it is a +6 weapon, though. I'll give you that.
Cool. I won't use it as a weapon for a while until I have the stats. I'll just
Yeah.
make it simple like that. Because I use my spells anyway, so
yeah. I think it's a strength weapon, so yeah, you would need
yeah,
to use.
I won't really use it.
So that's what you picked up.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. No, that was so scary because I didn't know what you were gonna have there. Like,
I was so hoping you would pick the portrait, actually.
No, as soon as you said that it was connected to the book, I was like, hell no. Uh-uh.
I also wanted you to pick the really creepy book.
But that book, okay, that was just insider knowledge. I was like, I'm not touching that freaking thing. That thing is on its own.
What did you?
I'm not touching it.
What did you think it was?
A freaking book from Baldur's Game. I couldn't throw away. It kept coming back into my inventory.
Oh yeah.
Freaked me out.
It wasn't that
I
book.
hated it.
It wasn't that book, but it was a different, very evil, dark book.
I figured. I was like, no, I don't want that one. No way. Yeah.
Then
That's pretty cool. I
obviously-
didn't know how it was gonna like happen, so
Yeah.
like that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was Yeah, I
And
wanted.
I love that Ren attacked me to try to get it.
Yeah. That was good.
Wow,
Oh
We're
man.
fighting over
I
it.
thought I was saving you, but apparently not.
I mean,
It was good though because it was like Gandalf and Bilbo. Like it was just like in my head. It was like
Oh,
a
yeah.
whole
Yeah.
thing. I was just loving it.
may I just hold it for just one more time? He screams. That's Tattle.
Yeah, she's acting so different. She hurt
Are you-
Ren.
She
know.
she's so mean.
Are you still happy with your class? With your class, Ren?
Yeah, well, I don't know much about the only one that I've done ever.
Yeah, if
so
you
I
ever
don't
want
really
to
know that much.
explore like a different avenue, like what we're doing with Tattle, you can just let me know,
Mhm.
and we can do.
Okay.
I can tee it up. I mean, we are kind of doing it with like the vampire thing, and if you want me to like,
Mhm.
if you want me to kind of keep going into that, I can.
I do like that. I
Okay,
do.
I'll do next.
You're sick.
I will up the vampire stuff, for sure, because being a vampire is really fun, and
Okay.
I
Cool.
it's awesome.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.